A lot is going on right now in this video. I have an article with 20 million XRP on the move, and Chris Larson seems to be moving a lot of XRP around. What is happening? There are reports that Michael Sayer is buying as much Bitcoin as possible. Take a seat, relax, and enjoy a refreshing beverage as we delve into Bitcoin's historical price, its typical trajectory after a certain period, and the price's future direction. Let's grab a drink and get into Bitcoin. 6,679 Ethereum is now at 2578, down 61% over the last 24 hours. It's up right now, with the USDT and USDC both coming in at 1.09%. They have fixed their dollar at 59 cents, and the total market capitalization of cryptocurrency stands at $2 trillion and $23 billion, respectively. Let's see how the remaining will September continue its red trend or turn green. September will arrive in just 2 weeks, starting this week. As the month draws to a close, everyone looks forward to October, especially in the run-up to the November election, when we start to have a better idea of who is likely to win. Obviously, all depends on whether Trump wins the election. Cryptocurrency is going to take off. If he doesn't win, you're going to see something you've never seen before. There is a lot at play here, especially given that Trump is well-versed in cryptocurrency. We're not going to rise as high as everyone is anticipating. We've simply postponed the bull run. He supports cryptocurrency. Many prefer to claim that Trump is ignorant of Bitcoin. Not knowing what it is fine. He doesn't need to know how to use it. The technology, the internet, and code, he doesn't necessarily need to be aware of this, but from a business perspective, he understands that the world is rapidly progressing with cryptocurrency, and he wants to ensure we don't lag. Therefore, Trump must assume office, as he will ensure that the United States remains at the forefront of the cryptocurrency race, drawing from his first-hand knowledge of the Web 2.0 era. He is aware that the cryptocurrency market will grow to be just as significant as the internet did, so from a business standpoint, he wants to make sure the U.S. is well positioned. Look at the current price of Bitcoin. This is intriguing to people. 2009 Bitcoin, 0.99. If we go back to 2013, it was $122. Consider that you would most likely be on Twitter right now if you had entered the market at Bitcoin's value of $122. Go ahead, in 2016, $68. When I first started investing in cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin was only about $4,000. At the time, I thought it was too expensive, but it has since increased tenfold, and you can observe the gradual rise to the current level of over $63,000. What will we get in 2025? I should have said 3 digits, not 6. Bitcoin's 6-digit price is currently nearing $100,000. As you can see, the price of Bitcoin is increasing steadily every year. One recurring theme we observe is that Tether is fraudulent. They just keep creating money to support Bitcoin, which is set to expire far too slowly. And a terrible demise. People's attitudes have changed significantly since 2009. After all, this data spans over 15 years. Titan said, "I don't think it's going anywhere with crypto. Look, an altcoin rise is on the horizon." He's right, it's coming soon, and we're experiencing an altcoin rise, but when will it happen? Is it expected that all coins will become available soon? Ascend, yes, and for the following reason: when Bitcoin surges, it expands the entire market. This suggests that we are in a particular season, not a universal one. Not all seasons at all. How can we tell when all season will begin? The answer is quite straightforward. You should focus on one chart in particular, the Bitcoin dominance chart. When this chart begins to decline sharply, it signals the arrival of altcoin season, as investors will begin to shift their holdings from Bitcoin into altcoins. This process will continue until the dominance of Bitcoin begins to wane. There is no evidence of an alt season occurring. Every time, Bitcoin goes first. Elijah is as in, hey, there's a huge breakthrough. That will occur on Bitcoin shortly. This is what he is watching. He expects Bitcoin to rise to a level just above 64 or 65. Right now, I have about 66,000. We are just arguing. What we need to focus on is the resistance area, 61 to 62, that we discussed in the day's first video. We need to target Bitcoin's resistance area between 61 and 62,000. If the price fails to break out, it is likely to revert to the low to mid-50s, which is acceptable. We will likely return to the low to mid-50s, then continue to climb. If it does drop back there, I wouldn't be surprised, as we typically witness an epic crash in the markets during these periods. Twitter is extremely bullish. That is relevant, and that's what we might examine, I'm telling you. If these markets turn around, I plan to buy a few million VO shares right now. I previously discussed V when it was approximately 1 cent or somewhat less than 1 cent. The total came to about 3 cents. People were ecstatic. This was widely shared on Twitter, and if it were to happen, I would be extremely wealthy. This comes in at or very near a penny. I'm investing a few $1,000,000 in this cryptocurrency, which might reach 60 cents. I believe it has the potential to reach that level. It's not a financial gadget, but we could witness a 50x or 60x increase in value. It's a hidden gem. It's not even currently listed on any significant exchanges. That's the scary part. The frightening aspect of it is that it's not listed on any major exchanges, which is frightening. Michael. According to Solana, your first thought when you hear about Bitcoin is probably, I need to buy as much as I can quickly because someone else is going to take all of my Bitcoin away from me. Keep in mind that there are only 21 million Bitcoins. Watch out, sailor, when you understand Bitcoin, your first thought is, oh, I have to hurry and buy as much as I can. This is because I knew in 2020, when I first started purchasing Bitcoin, that someone was going to figure out how to take all of my money away from me. I knew that if I didn't buy it now, the price would skyrocket to 10 times its current value. 10 Z's is a normal response when something finally dawns on you and you start to wonder why. Specifically, not every billionaire in the world would have purchased $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. Smash buy it overnight and merely to make $1 billion because, really, why wouldn't they want to just earn $1 billion or $5 billion? Regardless of the amount of money, be it $5 billion, $10 billion, or any other amount, Bitcoin appears to be in the early stages of a perpetual financial cycle. We were all laughing, finding the situation amusing. We were all laughing at Salah as his investment began to decline. But what exactly did he do? He stepped up his efforts, achieved greater success, and now look who's emerging victorious, SA. But what's the catch? The U.S. cryptocurrency community is the one that has been dollar cost averaging, following the plan, and staying put. Their investigation into the final laugh XRP holders, we received the final okay, so I gave you my 2025 forecasts. I believe Solana and XRP are vying for the second and third places, and Ethereum is falling out of the top 5. This is the roadmap for the people at XRP. It's quite straightforward. There's no need to overcomplicate things or go wild. We've been stagnating and facing significant opposition at these 3 targets, so there's really no need to discuss $1 for XRP at this time. Our first target is 60 cents, and we are currently facing significant opposition. Currently, we frequently encounter rejections. Once that breaks, we have one up above. Nothing has changed on this channel. It is now hovering around the 66-degree zone. Once this breaks, XRP will reach the final resistance area, preventing it from moving higher into the dollar region. That equates to around 75. I don't think we'll finish and break 75 cents by a year's end. I really do, there's no denying it. I would like to see it reach at 150 by the year's end because, as you can see, that simply indicates that we will be traveling that much higher in 2025. You know, the numbers hold 75 cents, because it is before the year is out. If cryptocurrency reaches $7 to $10 trillion XRP, it will dominate the market cap by 6% as it did during the previous 2 bull runs. This would give us a minimum price goal of $6 XRP, which is why I'm here. And if I can convince my old bag to perform 5 to 10 rips while sitting pretty, I'll be able to turn my passion into a full-time career creating social media content and dominating Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. That will allow us all to pursue our passions and achieve financial independence. In the end, this is the reason we are engaged in cryptocurrency-related activities. Which of you will say, "I'm here for the technology," while the other wants money and to change your life forever? I'll admit as much. In other words, I am here to permanently change my own life. We have brought a 20-year-old man and his accomplice to justice. During an FBI search of a Miami property they were renting out, the feds detained them on charges of conspiring to steal and launder over $230 million in cryptocurrency. People continue to believe that simply because I use Bitcoin and can divide the money using various apps and services like Tornado Cash, they won't be able to find me. They'll find you. Learn where to look for and locate Bitcoin. Are you serious? There are always remnants of something, like breadcrumbs. Behind everyone else, the XRP EVM sidechain will be the first to launch an XRP utility that combines Ethereum, the XRP ledger, and the best of both worlds. We should see more of this, I think. Additionally, Crystal Sun moved an additional 20 million XRP after having already moved 50 million. Why is this happening? This XRP, where is it? Where does he get the energy to move it? He should be going over the counter. In fact, I don't want him to. He should just lock this thing up and give these retail holders a small piece of the action. I hope he doesn't dump it on the exchange. First, pay attention to what I'm saying.